Good evening, everyone. At the outside, I thank Pragya Bharti for organizing this webinar and remembering civil servants. The topic is technological innovation in delivery of public services. And I thought I will take a sector which is very familiar to me, and I will start talking about case study of water sector. As Mr. Satyanarayana mentioned, technology is application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. And innovation is to every time do something new, so that innovation and technology, they go hand in hand. And I will give you one example of water sector. In India, we know public services. Let me share the screen. Public services are very important, and if we can improve the quality of delivery of public services, we can achieve our full potential as a country. As Mr. Satyanarayana mentioned, again, other sectors based on ICT and other technologies, much work has been done. But an holistic approach has been taken in the water sector, and I will give an example. So I will take my presentation to planning, construction, integration, monitoring, management of water resources. Why it is important? We have to, water is a very precious resource, and we have to ensure that this resource is available not for our present generation, present requirements, but future generation and future requirements, both in terms of quality and quantity. We have to also ensure efficiency, whether it's for storing water or transporting water or distributing water or utilizing water. So improving overall efficiency in different sectors is also very, very important. And in view of climate change, now our society for last 20, 30, 50 years has been accustomed to a particular rainfall in monsoons and off monsoon. But in view of vagaries of nature, both excess and shortfall, how to take into consideration those things are there. And there is tremendous information flow from different sources. From river basin information comes, from evaluation of irrigation systems comes, GIS integrated with MIS, and catchment area project utilizing agencies. So keeping in view what we thought, in cooperation with NRSA, we came to Telangana Water Resources Information System, which is a kind of provides one start. Every information is available there. Say, I will take you back to 2014, when Mission Kakatiya was started, and people wondered what is this Mission Kakatiya. This was the low-hanging fruit because Telangana region was full of water bodies, and at one given point of time there were 84,000 water bodies recorded in early 20th century. So we thought, where are those water bodies? What is the condition of those water bodies? So Mission Kakatiya ultimately started with enumeration, restoration, and rejuvenation of water bodies. Now, this thing, first time we utilized 3 key model. And 3 key model was first digital topo sheet data of Survey of India, because they were prepared somewhere around 1940s or 1930s. So we procured that digital topo sheet data of Survey of India. That was a classified, to our horror, that was classified data which has been now given to us. Then classification and temporal satellite data of different water bodies. And with the help of International Institute of Information Technology, we create something called digital elevation model. Entire geography, depending on the gradient, whether it's a sink or channels, and then we corroborated this data, and with field inspection, it was a crowd sourcing. Anybody can upload the information on mobile and this thing. So we came to 84,000 to 45,000 water bodies. Now these water bodies were of different types. Again here, crowdsourcing helped us, which are the anycuts, diversion structures, which are check dams, MI tanks, 100 acre or less. So different water bodies were there, and we classified. Some water bodies were encroached, especially in urban areas. So retrieving those water bodies was very difficult. And then in phase-wise manner, every district, we took up the rejuvenation and renovation of that with a public movement. Now, having done that, because projects were taken up in Andhra Pradesh, erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, in 2004, and after bifurcation, some issues were there with the interstate issues. So we have to do re-engineering and redesigning of water sector projects. And for that, Google Earth was utilized. I will give you an example. And second most important thing was LIDAR. I am talking about use of technologies. For ground survey of 2,882 square kilometer of area, and with defense and all those clearances, this 2,882 square kilometer area with accuracy of 5 millimeter for proper siting of various structures was taken up both in Godavari and Krishna basin. If you do this kind of survey manually with all resources, it would have taken 15 years, and again we would have encountered also we did engineers, they were trained, various small softwares were developed. This is the Google Earth. I think first time anywhere in the country, these kind of irrigation structures were planned by Google Earth. Normally what happens, topo sheet, engineers, they design the projects. Here, this is a contour, this could become a canal. This is a hillock, there could be a storage tank. But over a period of time, whatever, say, population or new cities or villages have come, topography changes, those changes are not there. So we used to get surprises. They say that this canal can go there, and you know this is the West Godavari or East Godavari district, city or town passing through. So with this kind of technology, the project planning was very, very effective, and we overcame various surprises. Almost 800 hours were spent on Google Earth. Coming to implementation, we used latest construction machinery and technologies. Once upon a time, various sites used to look like a sea dock, where so many mixers, boomers, and other machinery was used. Now, if you use extra machinery, like our highest one-day workforce deployment was 52,000 people in a single day. And with so many machineries around, IoT was used. So resource monitoring, GPS-enabled transit mixers, whether they are idle or they are working, to that extent, technology was utilized. And seamless Wi-Fi network in 4 square kilometer area was used. So everywhere, wherever these barrages are there, Wi-Fi network was established. Monitoring. use of drones. Again, it was a first project in, at least in India, this geographically distributed project. Those of us who are familiar, they will find it so difficult. Personal inspection, one has to go, then terrain is difficult, you can't go. But this drone came very handy. And SCADA, like electricity grid, all of us are familiar. From one place to another place, electricity could be transferred. Now we are in a position to transfer surplus water to deficit places and vice versa. And this photo is over one of the SCADA center. And when British Deputy High Commissioner, he visited, he said, I felt like I am entering into 00 James Bond film set kind of a thing. Now, I will give the complexity of various projects. This is one project where 8 links are there. Link from Lakshmi Barrage, that is Medigadda, to Ellampalli Reservoir, that is the link 1. And it consists of 3 barrages, Lakshmi, Saraswati and Parvati, 3 pump houses for each barrage, and with 35.87 TMC water and 30,000 acre Ayakat. So this is the kind of challenge, and such 8 links were operational throughout the project. This is one barrage, total length 1.632 kilometer, storage capacity 16.17 TMC. So that is the kind of bulk storage capacity. And I have no hesitation in saying that Telangana can withstand 2 bad monsoons in a row. And if this is a surplus water year, there is no problem. This is the kind of mega pump houses. One pump is power rating is 124.4 megawatt, and 7 such pump in a pumping station. And they are all insulation, gas insulation, because they were underground pumps. Normal pump houses take 7 to 10 acre land. Since they are underground, we have to avoid rock cutting and this thing. So latest electricity, electrical engineering, pump, motors, machinery, whatever technologies were available, we use the latest technologies. This is the kind of reservoirs which we have created, and these reservoirs will in turn feed Mission Kakatiya reservoirs. So the whole thing, everything was planned in a jigsaw puzzles, different pieces were planned, and then it has been executed. Now, coming to the most challenging part is cropping pattern performing vis-a-vis non-performing projects, because various projects are there which are performing and some projects are not performing. This statistics will be very useful. In 2014-15, our gross state domestic product was 5.05 lakh crore. In 2021, it has become 9.8 lakhs crore. And similarly, per capita income 1.24. These are very deceptive numbers per capita, because rich might have become richer, but whatever is existing data, 1.24 per capita income per lakh has become 2.37. And coming to irrigated area gross, it was in 2014 was 76 lakh acre, and due to water shortage, it was only 62 lakh acre. Now it has become 136.86 lakh acre. And you see the in terms of paddy procurement, which has current issue also, but 2014 FCI procured 24.3 lakh metric ton paddy. You see the kind of impact on society this technology driven projects have made. Otherwise, we know that Nagarjun Sagar project or Sri Salem project took 30 years to complete. So early completion, project cost escalation has been avoided, and early benefit to citizen has been given. In Rabi 2021, 92.56 lakh metric ton was procured, and Kharif till date 62.93, 155, 24.3 has become 155.49 metric ton. So this is the kind of common man, farmer, the income differences they have achieved. So I will just show one slide about drone. Is it visible?
Not yet, sir. The slide is not on yet. Yes.
Now?
It is. It is.
So otherwise, physically, it used to be so difficult. Every week we used to get these kind of reports. So where exactly is the problem area, pressure points? This is June 2018, when work was still going on. So this is underground tunnels. Physically, it is impossible to cover. The earlier drone picture was when project was completed. This is still work is going on. I will take it fast so that one used to get complete idea where is the tunnel, what is the condition, tunnel lining, canals, and equipment, because they were GPS tracked. So whether how many trips per lorry they have performed. So this was the scene, underground structures. Just to conclude, I will say use of bouquet of technologies help us in completion of projects as per schedule, providing water security as well as realization of early project benefits. And having said that, system is yet to be consolidated and yet to be integrated with other users like agriculture. this kind of situation when paddy crop has been bountiful, perhaps crop diversification, other things could have been done. So this is, I really once again thank you for Pragya Bharati for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.